what's going on, guys? Kieran from Fingers Crossed, and today, obviously, as you can see, we've got an Infernoble deck profile. It's actually quite a difficult deck to play now that, it's just taken a few hits on some ban lists and stuff like that, indirectly. Hey, what's going on, guys? Kieran from Fingers Crossed. Today we've got the Infernoble deck profile. I've actually been playing this. Oh, shook my camera. I've actually been playing this a lot quite recently. It will be the main deck that I play. It's probably a bad idea because obviously with Sword Soul becoming probably the best deck, Token Collector will be a quality hand trap, so potentially it's not good for me. But we'll see how it goes. I just wanted to play something cool, and I really like Infernoble, so I've been persevering with it a little bit. Needed to do this deck profile now because this build is quite successful. I did alright in the last few locals, so yeah, I'll do a deck profile before I change it up to try and improve it a little bit more. But without further ado, guys, let's get into it. So I'm playing 2 Gearfried. I think 2 is probably the best. I've seen some people playing 3, and 3 is not for me. I don't own the 3rd one, so I might pick one up to try and give it a go, but I think 2 is enough. I'd rather not brick on drawing too many, and 3, this is just a very good card. Very, very good card, especially going, if you draw this and then you go on second, it's just easily outs a lot of big monsters. Then we're playing 3 Renaud. Renaud's very good. Obviously, this is like a double extender because obviously you can special summon it if you control a Fire Warrior, and then you can add back either a Fire Warrior monster from your graveyard or an equipped spell. So this can potentially help you recycle DDR or Living Fossil, whichever one you're going for. But yeah, 3 of those, really, really good card. I'm surprised this didn't get a reprint in gold. The same with Gearfried, because obviously these cards are just climbing and climbing. 3 Oliver. Oliver again is another extender. By discarding either a Fire Warrior or an equipped spell from his hand, you can special summon him and he becomes level 1. So very good for that. Another Tuner. Oh, it does come up also. So if you equip Oliver to a warrior, then that card can't be targeted by monster effects, and obviously that is very, very, very good. To make Charles unaffected, not being able to be targeted by monster effects, is very, very good. Then we've got 1 Ogier. This is something that I'm looking to change. I think I'm gonna play 2 Ogier. Just as my 2nd normal summon after Connector. So yeah, 1 Ogier, it allows you to send a Fire Warrior monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then we've got 1 Gemba. Gemba is just mostly what you summon from a Soul Day, and then in combos you can keep bringing it back with DDR to help you extend your plays. Then we've got Honorary Infernoble Red Layer. So obviously it's just an easy one that you can special summon, and actually if you have one in your grave and you special summon him, you can add back the other one, which can come up. More extender, Fire Flint Lady. I'm thinking about maybe upping this ratio because it is nice to open a 3rd Red Layer Fire Flint Lady. So potentially this might go up, but for now 2 feels like a good ratio. Then our normal summon of the deck, obviously we've got 3 Connector and the 1 Dolphin. Obviously you just normal summon Dolphin, then you special summon Dolphin, and then you discard a card, and you can look at your opponent's hand. It's very vital to see what you need to play around, so in a couple of matches it was very good because I did this, saw that he had nothing in his hand, so just played free, and then other times I did it and played around Nibiru because someone had Nibiru in their hand, so it's good to get that hand knowledge. Then of course the Garnets. You just don't want to draw these. You can still play even if you draw Cold Wing, and obviously Hulk can summon Despot from your hand. but Coltwing you can still play. You just have to like discard it and you can summon it back with Balmung by popping the Balmung. Next onto our spells. So for our equips, we've got 3 Durendal, 3 DDR, 1 Living Fossil. Just want to make sure I've got more on the screen. We've got 1 Phoenix Blade and then 1 Metal Silver to round off for all of our equips. Durendal you can equip to anything. Sometimes this can be a very good starter rather than just like getting you some more extenders. DDR is obviously a good extender. Living Fossil is good to use if you're Lanciered. Living Fossil is obviously just the reoccurring discard and helps you fuel your Banish Zone for your DDR. And then Metal Silver you equip to your Charles, so like this card is very good. It like shuts off Virtual World, and this equipped with Charles, then basically the only thing that can stop Charles is like an Imperm or something like that, which is pretty good. So that's it for the equips. Then we've got 4 rotors. So obviously this can add anything, and then this just adds a Noble Knight card or a Noble Arms card. So in one of my games I opened Gearfried and I needed to get rid of their monster before I did anything. So I used Heritage to get Durendal, and then Durendal added, and then that was in the graveyard for me to be able to summon my Gearfried. So this card is very, very good. And Rotor obviously is just basically another connector or whatever missing piece you need. 1 Called by the Grave obviously really helps if you go in first. The help like stop those hand traps, because getting ashed on your Isolde's second effect is pretty rough. So 1 Called by. Then Ghost second cards. We've got 2 Talents, 3 Dark Ruler, and 1 Harpies. This is the only problem with this deck. If you lose the dice roll, it is kind of difficult. You can play through multiple hand traps depending on what those hand traps are, but it's just difficult going second. So I'll probably take these out and either put in hand trap, like a good hand trap, or I'll put in Lightning Storms maybe, because the Lightning Storms obviously you can use it for back row or monsters, but obviously talents as well, just so good. That's it for the main deck. 41 cards in the main deck. Yeah, I'm happy with that ratio. It's pretty good. Didn't really brick. Now onto the extra deck. So we've got 1 Charles and 1 Roland for the Infernobles. This is obviously very good because it helps you add follow-up, and then also it's a tuner, so obviously that helps you with your synchro plays. And then Charles, obviously, when a monster becomes equipped with an equipped spell, it can pop a card. So that is very obviously the main part of the deck. Then we've got 1 Savage, 1 Arclight for our negate purposes. I am actually thinking of adding a second Arclight, because there are hands and scenarios that pop up that you can't make the Savage, but you can make double Herald. So that is something that I need to look into. Got 1 Power Tool. Sorry about it being German. I need to get another one. I actually think I need to play 2 of these as well. It's come up multiple times that I needed another one just to help me extend if like you drew too many spells or and things like that. So yeah, I need to add the second one for sure. But obviously this just helps you reveal 3 equips and then add 1 at random to your hand. Shooting Riser, this just helps you like obviously modify its level by sending a card from deck to graveyard, so it can help you get to things if you need them, and also then it helps you adjust its level to see what you need, if you need a 2 or a 1 or whatever. Then 1 Balmung. Balmung is basically just in here just in case you draw the Coltwing, and then you can just pop it. You can destroy this with either Aurora Dawn or Charles, and then bring back Coltwing, and then continue your combo like that. Then in for our links, we've got 2 Isolde, we've got 1 Halki Firebrax. Isolde obviously is the main point. Halki Firebrax will allow you to get into Aurora Dawn and make all your tokens. Then we've got Appaloosa and Boral Sword if you need to go for game. Appaloosa didn't really come up very much. I might take that out. It was still left in here from when I was playing the PK engine. But the PK engine is just adds a... It's good to make Appaloosa before you start actually playing, but like it just adds unnecessary cards that you don't need, and it's more consistent to not play it, although you don't have the protection. But yeah, pretty standard these to play. And then we've got one Tornado Dragon and one Abyss Dweller. You can make rank 4s quite easy with like DDR in back your Oliver or and your Colt Wing. So it's pretty easy to make it, and it's very good. This was very good against True Draco player that was kept trying to there can be only one me. So this was very good for that, like against those back row decks, just very helpful. And then Abyss Dweller, obviously there's a lot of graveyard effect decks, like Shadow is quite a big one, and Invoked and stuff like that. So obviously Abyss Dweller is very good to just say no to those decks. But that's it for the deck profile, guys. Sorry if I don't know if it's getting in the way. No. If the lighting's not great, my missus is in the office, so I've had to do it in the living room. To do the deck profile in the living room. But I just needed to film this now so that I can adjust it and try a few things out, because I want to play a little bit of a different list and try and see if I can come up with something cool. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will be making a lot more Infernoble content probably, because it's my deck of choice now. I was playing Drytron a lot, but I think I'm going to play Infernoble quite a bit now and see how I can do with that, especially with regionals opening back up and getting into that. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the Infernoble content soon to be coming, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.